I don't know if I decided to start this journey. It just started and I jumped on for the ride. Okay, but what made me think they're lying about where the Bible took place? So if you're new here, I think the Bible took place in America. Let's see. It started, I don't even know how it started. I mean, I've always been known from childhood. Like, I've always known things were not as they seemed, that we're being lied to about stuff. You know, insert conspiracy theory, whatever one you want. I've studied all of them, but this was one I had never heard of. Actually, I had heard of it. I had, over the years, I have heard of it, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's probably true. But there's no way we could ever, like, actually figure it out, right? But then I came across Pamela, which is Seer of the Times here on TikTok, if you want to go find her. And she had discovered that you could actually just read the Bible, and it tells you where these places are, and you can actually just look on the land and see it with your own eyes. And that's what got my attention, because it was very precise and it was very detailed. It was very concrete. It wasn't a vague theory. It wasn't like, oh, kind of think that the Bible took place in America. It was, no, this is what the Bible says, and here's where it is. And you could physically, literally see it exactly how it said. And that's what got my attention. It was the exquisite detail that got my attention. It was the detailed concreteness that got my attention. It was finally something that I could see for myself without having to ask other people's opinions. All I needed was the Bible and a map, and it was there. Anyway, I don't know if that answers your question, but I mean, that's how it started. I mean, I think it was a lifetime of learning that led me up to this point, because it was not a huge reach for me, because I already knew things were not as they seemed, but I didn't understand why. Don't get me wrong, I still have more questions than answers, but this answered so many of the whys behind the questions I had. And then created more questions that I didn't have before, but you know. But it was how all you needed was the Bible. And it blew open my perspective on the Bible and my faith in a way I hadn't experienced before. And I realized how very, very literal and precise these locations were. And I just couldn't deny it. I started looking it up. I started seeing it for myself. I was like, well, you can't make that up. I mean, it's not, you can't finagle that out of thin air. Like, it's either there or it's not there. And it's there. And so what do you do with that? I don't know. And then you see that, oh, well, it's there, and it's there, and there, and there. Exactly. And those all, you know, you find a location exactly like the Bible says, but then you find another location. It correlates, you know, location B correlates to location C exactly. Or sorry, A. And then you find another location. Location C correlates to B, which correlates to A. And then you find location D, and D correlates to C, which correlates to B, which correlates to A, and then A correlates to D. And you do that over and over and over, and after a while, you have so many correlations that are so precise and exact. What do you do with that? I don't know. So, I don't know. That's just, I can't stop. I can't stop looking for these places. I'm so fascinated. I'm so excited by it. I'm so grateful. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just grateful.